Thank you, Mr. President and members of the Senate. I'm Mike Sullivan. I'm a co-owner of a real estate agency. We're located in Methuen, Lawrence, and North Reading. I'm here as part of a board of directors for the Northeast Association of Realtors. It's always also part of the Mass Association of Realtors, consisting of approximately 24,000 realtors throughout the state of Massachusetts. And our message is to help with the affordability of housing. As we all know, there's a shortage of housing, and the housing market just seems to be tough for just about everybody to afford. And there's a great bill that was sponsored, that was filed by Senator Sear, that we're excited about. It's called the First Time Home Buyer Savings Account Program. And due to the rising cost of housing and crippling student loan debt, it's impacting younger generations to try to buy houses. Saving for a down payment and closing costs is extremely challenging in today's economy. And programs like the Home Buyer Savings Account uses a small state tax incentive to encourage future home buyers to save for the purchase of their home. And we feel the benefits of home ownership to individuals and communities are well documented. This program would allow future home buyers to deposit up to $5,000 per year into a first-time home buyer savings account, and then claim that contribution as a deduction on their income tax. Aside from the great pride that home ownership can take, as you all know, when achieving the American dream, there's a tremendous amount of economic activity that follows from the purchase. According to research from the National Association of Realtors, when a home is bought, consumers spend an average of $4,572 on items such as furniture, appliances, and remodeling. And in addition to this, economic multiplier, in Massachusetts, the effect estimates about $17,000 into the economy with restaurants, sports, and charity events. And we highly endorse this, and you're going to hear from a couple of other speakers behind me talking about housing affordability. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you for the opportunity, and again, thank you, Senators, for setting this forum. My name is Will Molina, and I'm a realtor at the office of Commonwealth Associates in Haverhill, Massachusetts, and we have several offices in the Merrimack Valley. So Merrimack Valley is my home. And I'd like to talk or voice my concern with regards to a bill that would allow current homeowners to complete any necessary loan modifications, short sales, and foreclosures, and remain exempt from paying taxes on the said forgiven debt. The Massachusetts Association of Realtors supports S1568, an act relative to discharge of indebtedness of principal residents from gross income. This bill was filed by Senator Mark McGonigal. This bill would mirror the federal law, the Mortgage Debt Relief Act of 2007. It would allow homeowners who complete loan modifications, short sales, and foreclosures to be held harmless from tax liability on the forgiven debt. We call this phantom income. Under current state law, the amount forgiven is treated as a taxable event. Let me give you an example. Assume a family purchased their home for $300,000 with a mortgage of $275,000. Later, they need to sell this home, but the home value in their area have declined and they can only sell for $225,000. At the time of the sale, the outstanding balance on their mortgage is $250,000, not leaving enough cash at settlement to repay the lender for the full balance. If the lender forgives the entire difference between the amount owed and the sales price, the debt forgiven will be $25,000. Under current Massachusetts law, the amount of forgiven mortgage debt is treated as income and taxed as ordinary income rates. Thus, the seller who experienced a true economic loss is required to pay tax on this phantom income. Even though no cash has been changed hands, and even though their experience is a loss. Under this proposal, the forgiven amount is not subject to income tax. If this amendment is not enacted, homeowners will continue to pay income tax on phantom income on their state tax returns. Homeowners should not be forced to pay taxes on money they have already lost, with cash they never received and will never receive. A personal experience.
I'm sorry, but the bell went off.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll support it.
Thank you very much. Just when you hear that bell, that's just your time.
I thought it was someone's phone going off.
Yeah, I know. It was.
Kim Weeks, and I'm a Realtor in Newburyport, Massachusetts. I'm also president of our Newburyport board, and I'm here to speak on the home bill. And I guess I would like to voice the same concern as a Realtor regarding the affordability of housing in Massachusetts, and just provide a few ways that we can begin to address this problem. The first is by supporting an act improving housing opportunities in the Massachusetts economy. So due to the short supply of housing in Massachusetts, potential homeowners, they continue to face increasing housing costs. And one of the many issues driving the reduced housing stock is the presence of barriers of production, many of which are found in the current zoning laws. So the Massachusetts Association of Realtors, in conjunction with the Greater Boston Real Estate Board, do support S94 filed by Senator Rodericks, which addresses some of the barriers. Some of the provisions include the allowing of multifamily housing construction by right, allowing accessory dwelling units by right, easing the production of cluster development housing, simplifying the variance burdens, and approving special permits by a majority vote. Zoning is too often it's used to prevent the production of new housing in Massachusetts. So this bill requires that each community share in the work required to begin addressing the problem of affordable housing in our Commonwealth. I thank you all very much for listening.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Paul Yorkis. I am the president of the Massachusetts Association of Realtors. And I would like to thank you collectively as a group, but also each one of you individually for being here and for listening to not just us, but all of the other folks who will be speaking with you tonight. I am asking you not to pass legislation necessarily, but to use your influence this evening when you get back to the State House to try and change some regulations that would allow all of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to have the opportunity to have high-speed internet. This portion of the Commonwealth is fine. Western Mass and North Central Mass is not. Yesterday I had the opportunity, along with another realtor from Alford, Massachusetts. Yes, there is a community named Alford. Fellow by the name of Tom Doyle, and we met with Deborah Anderson and Donald W. Oakey, both of whom are assistant attorney generals who deal with contracts. And there are municipal light power companies that want to implement high-speed internet services. And the Massachusetts Broadband Institute has been changing their policies quickly recently, but money is what is needed to be freed up so this can happen quickly, because the economic impact of a lack of broadband service in western and north central Massachusetts is having an incredibly negative impact on housing, on education, and on small businesses. And we believe that you are in a position to talk with members of the administration about making having as many rules and regulations streamlined as possible so the money can become available. And in addition, last comment is to please consider changing the Mass Works grant program to include high-speed internet as an eligible project. And again, thank you.
Thank you very much.